Welcome to a 4-wheel combination padlock that I bought myself in a supermarket in France. It cost me €8 and it looks very similar to the two from Spain that I already showed you in previous videos. This is from Amic and this is from Linse. And if you look at the way they write or they're stamped in 1 and 9, for example, it's really very similar to what you can see here. So I believe these are all made in 1 or 2 Chinese factories and just branded to the company that want to sell it. Now let's crack this package open and see if we can decode this lock. Believe it's all 0, the factory code. Should open, yep, and then you have to turn it at 180 degrees, push the shackle down, and then I turn the wheels without looking at the numbers, just like so. Make sure we have a number and not position the wheel in between 2 numbers. Looks good. It's closed again, so let's shuffle the wheels and start decoding. From the feel of how the wheels turn, it's really rough. Wow, you can hear that. That's not a smooth operation. Okay, zoom in and let's see. I pull on the shackle and this is loose, this is loose, this is bound, but it's in a gate. So it might be true or false gate, I don't know. If these are all the same locks, we can expect to have 1 gate here and false gates on the first 3 wheels. So let's see. So this is in a gate 2. Push it. Oh, push it in. It's not really moving. So the shackle is not really moving. Don't know what's going on here. So okay, it jumped out a little bit here at 1. I have to push it in really hard to get the wheel started again. Ah, this is different. It seems to have also false gates on the last wheel. Let's test the width, the amount of play here. I would say I stay here. Then this might be good as well. Let's check the next. We are here in the gate and we are here in the gate. So now the first 2 wheels were not binding a lot, but the last 2 were binding a lot, so I think we can use them to determine if we are in a true or false gate. So this is actually a pretty wide gap. Let's see if this changes. This is narrower. Might be good as well. I don't know. It's really difficult. Huh? I stay here. This is binding more. But maybe there's an even better place. No, not this one. It's pretty wide. This is not a bad lock. So let's see. This is very loose, probably this is not the right position. How about that? Same kind of play. Same here. Doesn't change. No idea. This is not in a wide gap. How about that? Not a bad lock. First is really loose, so at least the second is not binding, but the second is also really loose, so the third is not in the right position. So I need something to pull on here. Let me get one of my other locks. Okay, pulling harder reveals that this is very narrow. So move it further. Same here. Same here. Same here. Probably this is the right position. Zoom out a little bit so it's not too shaky. This is hard to turn. This is, compared to that, this is hard to turn. This is also hard to turn. Maybe here? No. So the second is not binding a lot. So that's probably not the right position. So now the second is binding more. So maybe we are good at 3 now. Try a different number here on 3. Nope. Alright, so we are good here. I'm not sure about 4. This is quite loose, probably not binding. Yeah, and the first is not binding. Maybe I can change the second so that the first starts binding. No. Probably this third is not right. How about that? Okay, the first is binding. And it's open. Wow, that was a tough lock. So the number is 7545. Actually, the code doesn't matter. So this is really a tough lock. Requires some doing to get it open. I use the direct method of pulling and testing the wheel, the play of the gate. If it's wide, then it's a true gate. And if it's narrow, then it's a false gate. And I also used the indirect method where I tested the position of one wheel on the amount of play or stiffness that it has on the second wheel. Binding order was 4, 3, 2, 1. And after some doing and after pulling harder on the shackle, which is an amplification of the feedback, I got it open finally. 11 minutes. Quite a tough lock. Yeah, pretty cool. Thanks for watching. Happy picking and decoding. Cheers and bye bye.